هموطنان عزیز، حاضرین گرامی و خانم‌ها و آقایان، السلام علیکم. نخست از همه تشریف آوری تک تک شما را به این محفل توسط انجمن افغان لندن با جمعی از نهادها و انجمن‌های هموطنان مقیم بریتانیا و همکاری هریتیج فند نشنل لاتری برگزار شده خوش آمدید میگوییم. نمایش لباس‌های وطن ما را به دره‌های زیبای بلخ و بامیان میبرد. کوپایه‌های پکول و کنر را به خاطر می‌آورد. پس کوچه‌های کابل و کاپیسا و فران را نمایان می‌سازد. انگور باغ‌های هرات و شمالی را در ذهن تداعی می‌نماید. قندهار و غزنی زیبا را مجسم می‌سازد و گوشه گوشه وطن عزیز ما از ترکم تا اسلام قلعه، از حیرتا تا اسپین بولدک را پیش چشمان ما می‌آورد. در این محفل لباس‌های وطنی از 4 گوشه کشور توسط مدل‌ها و نمایش داده می‌شود. زیورات و صنایع دستی در معرض دید شما قرار می‌گیرد و نواختن و اجرای موسیقی خاطرات فراموش ناشدنی را انجام می‌دهد.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, we'd like to express our thanks for joining us today at this event organized by the Afghan Association of London and along with other Afghan organizations across the UK. A special thanks to the CDS from Brent Council and the Heritage Fund from the National Lottery for their support with this event, without which it would not be possible. Today, we invite you on a journey that spans the breathtaking landscape of Afghanistan through traditional clothing and handcrafted jewelry. They will display all 4 corners of the country, from the bustling borders of Mazar Sharif near Uzbekistan to Kandahar at the gateway of Pakistan to Herat, that's so close to Iran, and the east stretches of Nangarhar near the frontier of Pakistan. They will reflect the rich diversity of Afghan culture, leading you through the valleys of Bamyan and Balkh.
اول خود تشکر از آمدن شما. ما باید به انگلیسی صحبت بکنیم چون میهمانای بیرون نداریم و لازمه شاید دیگه زمینه ترجمه ژاپنی باشه. So I promise you I will not give a long speech like usual. And again, it's going to be very short.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and dear friends, it is an honor to welcome you all to the special event, the Afghan Traditional Clothing Show. Today we gather not just to witness a display of beautiful garments, but to celebrate the rich heritage culture and artistry of Afghanistan reflected in its traditional clothing. Afghan clothing is a vibrant expression of our nation's history, diversity, and identity. Each piece tells a story. Every design speaks of the region's tradition and passed down to generations. I'd like to extend my heartfelt thank you to all those who made this day possible. A special thank you to the Heritage Fund of the National Lottery for their generous support, and to the great woman Marika, our We Wear Heritage project coordinator, which has been instrumental in bringing this show to life. We are also deeply grateful to Haji Saib Javed, the owner of this nice venue, who providing us with this beautiful space, allowing us to share Afghan culture with all of you today. A big thank you to the talented designer, models, and everyone who worked behind the scene, whose dedication and passion have brought this traditional Afghan design to life. And to you, our wonderful audience, thank you to you for being here and supporting the celebration of Afghan heritage. And of course, all my colleagues in Afghan Association who tirelessly and dedicated work in the past few months and today's show possible, and also all other community organizations who has collaborated in today's special event. And finally, a special thank to Farishta Jani Munsif, a great designer who provided all this garment to our beautiful models. And to the great man, Mr. Farooq Zarang, who've been the supporter of the Afghan Association throughout all these events, and especially for today's event. I would like to thank you to his hard work and to his support.
So I would like to invite Marika to have a few words about the project. Thank you very much. With that, thank you.
Can you hear me in the back? Okay, fine. Well, I'm pleased to be here today. My name is Marika. I work for an organisation called CBS Brent, and the We Wear Heritage project was started last autumn, and we were able to engage local community organisations to get involved in this We Wear Heritage project. Well, what is the We Wear Heritage project all about? Well, basically it focused on the traditional clothing, fabrics, textiles of our local diverse communities, and in the end we secured funding thanks to the players of the National Lottery as well as the National Lottery Heritage Fund. We secured funding where we could offer grants to local community organisations so that they can deliver their own heritage projects. And there are 12 ranging from Afghan Association of London to the Tamil Association of Brent, and a whole range of other community groups as well. So in the spring, we were able to offer grants this year, and as the previous speaker said, we had local organisations working tirelessly to get their traditional clothing together, either designed, sewn, lots of different ways in which local community groups were able to source the traditional garments for their particular culture. We also have a resident oral historian, Tanya, who's collecting stories, gathering stories about what these clothing mean, because we want to be able to not only celebrate, like what we're doing today, traditional clothing, we want to be able to conserve and have the stories about what these clothings mean for the future generations. So we're collaborating with Brent Museum to gather those stories and deposit them in the archives. And I'm hoping that the Afghan Association will be part of that conservation process. The other thing I want to say is, in terms of the future, last week, I have to tell you, last Monday, 10 of the 12 community organisations participated in the London Fashion Week event. Now, I'm not a fashion person. I never in my wildest dreams thought we would be doing, in terms of this project, would be invited to participate in a London Fashion Week event. And we were invited at certain areas in Marylebone last Monday. And I have to say, there were about 6 officials from the Heritage Fund, and they were astounded. My local grants officer, Sophie, she was so overwhelmed by the creativity, the amazing, phenomenal models, the intricate design of the clothing. She was speechless. She just held on to me. She was just like, I mean, I think the community just knocked it out of the park, and she just couldn't believe the professionalism of what was presented last Monday as part of London Fashion Week. So I really thank the Afghan Association, because you opened up the event and people were breathless in terms of the array of beauty and creativity that was shown. The last point I'd like to make is, as a result of the overwhelming beauty of traditional attire, I'm going to be supporting all the groups to think about their own heritage theme, to go back to the National Lottery Heritage Fund and go get bigger sums of money with your own idea, because clearly now you've got an established track record with that funder, and they want to bring more investment in terms of creating opportunities for local community groups like yours to be able to access and participate in heritage activities. So I want to say thank you very much for taking the risk, coming on this journey with me, and really making it possible and making it happen. And like I said, very seldom are my Heritage Fund colleagues breathless and astounded and don't know what to say, but that's what you did last Monday. Thank you very much. And I'm going to hand on to my colleague, Narinda to talk a few moments about the Community Connect, which is a local community initiative that she'd like to share some news.
Hello everyone, and myself, I'm Vrinda Saidivakar, and she's my colleague Zaina. And we work for an organization called Community Connect. You might have all heard about us in the name of Haram and Cap. I'm not sure if you knew about us. And thank you very much today for giving us this opportunity to come and talk to the residents and the community here about the work that we do. This might be a bit off topic from what you plan to do today, because I just thought it is not an opportunity I should miss to come and speak to all of you regarding the things that you should know, and it is part of your rights to know it. So today the topic that I am going to introduce you and you should know about is something called as NHS complaints. And I'm sure as residents and as the people in the community, we access NHS in different parts of our life. We use them as hospitals, we go to our GPs, we go to pharmacies, we use ambulance services. And I'm sure with the state of what NHS is today, everyone would have had some kind of glitch or issues or complaints that you think should be addressed to the NHS. So if you think that you need any help with your NHS complaints, you have issues with your GP, your dentist, your ophthalmologist, or any of your health concerns that you would like to raise as complaints, please do contact us. Our pamphlets are here today, and this is kind of an empowerment kind of a service where we help you to write your letters. If you have any local resolution meetings, which is as a part of your complaints process, then our advocates attend them with you in order to support you through these meetings. I'm not sure, I know that all of you are in a different mood of celebrations. I hope that what I said today has made and is going to give you some benefit in approaching your NHS complaints in future. So please do remember us and contact us for any of your issues regarding any of your health complaints that you may have. Thank you so much.
Good morning. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. It's also gratifying to see so many people gathered here. My heritage is Bangladeshi, so admiring all those beautiful clothes, I can relate to that. I just wanted to thank the African Association of London for their kind invitation, and what I've heard from the guest speaker earlier, the amazing work that you're doing and the beautiful clothing. Am I right in believing they're handmade? Most of them are. They're exceptionally beautiful. So, the work that you're doing it's commendable. And I want to also extend my always gratitude to the Association, African Association of London, who do a great deal. I was just researching the amount of work that you do. As Harrow Council, we're always here. If there's anything that we can do, I'd be more than happy to. I'd like to say, thank you so much for inviting me, and I look forward to meeting most of you during the course of the day. It's an amazing show, beautiful clothes, and congratulations. Thank you so much.
Very happy to see the crowd here today. So this was well researched by Mr. Hamid Helmi. I'm just presenting what he has done. And to be honest, I was very proud to read through this. This is the map, our beloved Afghanistan. Even the map is so artistic. So Afghanistan, once upon a time, was located at the core and heart of so many civilizations, Persian, Chinese, and India. And the Silk Route was going through it, which brought with it a lot of culture, different cultures. Today, 45 different minorities live in Afghanistan, and every ethnicity has its own taste of clothing. Afghanistan wasn't just surrounded by these civilizations. We, for whatever reason, unfortunately, attracted so many empires. Great Alexander from Greece, Mughal from Mongolia, and of course, British Empire. So you see the beautiful Afghan dress. I think we are a bit behind. Okay, so the beautiful dress that you see, the beautiful golden artifacts, and the musical instrument that you see on the screen, they date back thousands of years. Next, please. And you see here the Buddha statue. Unfortunately, it's been exploded by Taliban in about 20 years ago. But if you look at the picture, you will see the long dress and also an overcoat, which we call it chapan. And if you see to the right hand, you will see a loose shirt with a trouser, which we call it gibi, and this is worn in Afghanistan by women. The one that I'm wearing is one of them. So this image belongs to 2nd century, and this statue was discovered in northern Afghanistan. Again, you see images or statues wearing long dresses. One is from Nangarhar province, that belongs to 2nd century, and also an illustration of Mughal, which was discovered in western Herat, and it belongs to 12th century. So if you see, the common features of all these garments are to be long-sleeved, to cover the knees, and the hand embroidery is amazing. Mostly used bright colors, very thick fabric, and it's decorated with small mirrors, silver and gold. So you see that this is all handmade. So in Afghanistan, the art is part of what families do. Women from very young age, as a hobby, they learn this different types of embroidery, and in each part of Afghanistan there is special different embroidery that they do. In the screen you see different types of clothing, and men's dress also resemble what women are wearing: long sleeve, loose skirts, loose trousers. I guess that was because of the comfort and the weather as well. The round collar was more popular, and there are different styles of hats and turbans. The famous one was karakol, pakol, and an open forehead, which is worn in Kandahar, and turban, of course. And most of them are hand embroidery. They use hand embroidery, as you see. Chapan, which is very popular, worn by mostly by middle-aged men, respected men, community men, with stripy patterns. Mostly it's either silk or cotton. Sometimes, because of the Islamic belief that silk is not for men, they use cotton. And mostly it's bright colors. Blue is quite dominant. You can see El Misad, he's wearing one with green stripes. And next please. And these are the kind of hats that are quite popular. Even today, a lot of people wear them. The jewelry, of course, salva is quite a chosen metal for jewelry. And last but not the least, it's the musical. The picture that you see, it's a rebab. This rebab was discovered in Ghazni province, and it dates back 3,000 years ago. And look at the picture, I hope you can see the details, but look at the beautiful art that is used in this rebab. And to the right you can see a picture of Dambura. Dambura is quite popular throughout Afghanistan. Unique Pashto songs and unique Hazara songs, and also unique songs from North Kabul are played with Dambura mostly. So to conclude, the traditional clothing of Afghanistan is a vibrant reflection of the country's diverse culture, history and geography. Each region, ethnic group and even occasion influences the style and the intricacy of the garment. Despite the many challenges that Afghanistan has faced, its people continue to preserve these customs, passing down the art of traditional dressmaking from generation to generation. The clothing not only serves as functional attire, but also as a symbol of unity amidst diversity, connecting Afghans to their roots while adapting to modern times. Thank you so much. At the end, I just want to thank Rose and Samite in partnership with MAC to present all these handmade clothing, and the clothes that I'm wearing, that belongs to them and made by them as well. So a round of applause for them as well. Thank you.
غزل از سر بگیرم، دوباره شوق بالو پر بگیرم، دوباره شوق بالو پر بگیرم. دمونگی عاشقی لنگر بگیرم، پیرواری تو را در بر بگیرم، پیرواری تو را در بر بگیرم. شباب اندیده شامی موی تو باشم، شباب اندیده شامی موی تو باشم. درست جار قد کده پالوی تو باشم، بسم از لب تو ماخی تر بگیرم، نیی قد خاطراتی در بگیرم. جوابی هر سوال است چی موی تو، قشنگ و پر کمال است چی موی تو. نیی قد خاطراتی در بگیرم، نیی قد خاطراتی در بگیرم. نیی غزل از سر بگیرم، دوباره شوقی بالو پر بگیرم، دوباره شوقی بالو پر بگیرم. همو درد چمن بالا بگیره دلم را شاید فردا بگیره در روی دشمن و خنجر بگیرم در روی دشمن و خنجر بگیرم به حس غزال از سر بگیرم دوباره شوق بالو پر بگیرم دوباره شوق بالو پر بگیرم دملگی عاشقی لنگر بگیرم پیرواری تو را در بر بگیرم پیرواری تو را در بر بگیرم پیرواری تو را در بر بگیرم. Después de esta chispa, el Mike ya comienza a saber de